Hi, I'll be showing you the free New York City subway locator app for the iPhone. It's got a slew of features, but the easiest and most effective is locating the subway nearest your location. Just open the app and voila, there you have a list of the nearest subway stations. You can scroll down to see stations farther away, or click the station to drill down to see the actual entrances on a map. Who knew all the entrances to Times Square? Now you do. And if you actually click the button in the upper right, now we'll see all these stations shown on a map. You can again click the pin icons and see the routes that service them, the lines that service those stations, and drill down to see the entrances again. Clicking that funky button will turn on all of the actual subway lines on the map. So now we can see where these subways are going and also zoom out and drag around and redo our search in some other area of the map by clicking that icon in the upper left. We can also say filter for just a particular line. If I'm only interested in the one line, I can go ahead, select that in the selector tab and research. Now I just show subway stations on the one. We also have alerts. These are up to the minute alerts. If I click on any delay, then I'll see the nature of that delay. And I can also flip to the escalator and elevator outages throughout the MTA system. This tab is for tweets. It's actually a live tweet feed for anything about the MTA. You can read these or actually post. So say if the 6 train's running great, you want to let people know about it, go ahead, type it in and press tweet with a valid account, of course, and then you will post it on Twitter. And hopefully some other riders will benefit. In the offline mode for when you're in the actual subway, there's a nice feature where you can store some articles from your favorite news outlets. So I've already preloaded some here, but I can add any feed from the internet. I've got some preloaded ones here for everyone that they can add to theirs, or you can always type in your own. If you don't want one, you can swipe it and delete it. And then you hit refresh while you're above ground, and this will load in all the articles from these feeds. So now I have a bunch of New York Times articles stored locally on my iPhone, so I no longer need an internet connection. They work above ground too, with all the nice pretty pictures and ads, just like a real web page. But then once I go underground, they'll still continue to work, which I'll simulate here by turning off my Wi-Fi. So they'll still continue to work, they just won't look quite as pretty as they do above ground. So when you're on the subway, you'll still have plenty to read and you won't get bored. You can still manipulate it like you're looking at a web page too. One more article just to show you. So a fashion article from the New York Times, you can open it up while I have my Wi-Fi turned off, which would be sort of like underground in the subway, and read it. And of course, best for last, good old MTA subway map. So if you're fond of this guy, he's in there on your iPhone now. No need to carry it around in your pocket. You've got it all right here on the free New York City subway locator app.